Job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
Boldly taking talk radio where it has never gone before. New vistas, new voices, new views, new visions, new victories. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we're taking public media black.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
We are talking all about pride. Pride in a good way, but pride also in a bad way, specifically related to relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Now, pride is a tricky thing. It's a tricky thing. When we're talking about pride, you have pride in your country, pride in your relationship, pride in yourself, pride in your children,
Your
pride in
faith.
your family, your faith.
Work.
Pride is a good thing in most cases. Now, where it gets a little dicey, where it gets a little tricky, definitely within relationships, is pride that's connected to your ego.
Ooh.
I'm going to say that again. Pride that's connected to your ego is usually that pride that can get in the way and really put a damper on relationships and can ruin relationships.
Yeah.
It can really be a killer. Sometimes it could be refusing to apologize.
Oh, yeah. That is a big one. I think that is one of the major identifiers of your ego getting in the way. Another example can be if, you're unable to see your partner's perspective because you're so kind of like wrapped up in your own way.
Right.
That can be your ego. If, you know that there are some changes that you need to make, but you're unable to hear that or accept that from your partner or hear it from your partner.
Yeah, you're like, it's like you're not able to accept help
Yeah.
or hear criticism.
Or hear criticism.
And I think that really can be, that's all connected to pride,
Yeah.
to be honest, because if you're not able to take criticism, whether it's in a relationship or just with anybody,
Yeah.
that is something internally that is connected to pride. So just that alone can really damage a relationship, can even kill a relationship, because sometimes the pride gets in the way to the point where you guys aren't even on speaking terms, or you don't want to be the first person to talk.
The communication is lacking because of it. It's like, oh, this person did that to me, so I'm not going to be the bigger person and try to resolve it. I'm just going to hit them back with the same energy or be spiteful.
Exactly. And these are some of the things that you want to avoid in your relationship, because the more pride that goes in on a day-to-day basis, the more that you're going to start to have resentment, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. It's hump day. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. The voice of reason. live from KBLA Talk 1580 in the heart of Leimert Park with another riveting, intriguing, engaging, interesting, inspiring, motivating topic that was delivered to me by one of my god sisters. And she is here with me today. And I have to apologize publicly. I forgot to put her on the flyer there where I was promoting the show. I'm sorry. It's unhealthy. I'm sorry. Anyway, tonight's topic, because she's got an amazing new journal out. And tonight's topic is really wrapped around the purpose of the journal. The title of the journal in and of itself it's a New York Times bestseller.
Absolutely.
I love it. Can you talk to us a little bit about the journal and its application in our everyday lives?
Absolutely, yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me back.
Oh, come on, girl.
Dr. Pakoya McCall here.
Excuse me.
Lovely.
Sorry. Dr. Saidi.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's
So,
do that.
clinical psychologist sitting here. And my journal's called Winning is Everything. Because it is. Absolutely.
Speak on it.
And we, in pride and practice, right, in true, why I came up with this idea is I spend countless of hours reminding clients, just people, friends, family, keep track of your wins, not your losses. When we're keeping track of our losses, you create a loser's mindset. And I was like, happy birthday to me coming up. Shout out to all my Scorpios out there. This drops on the 18th
Come
of
on.
November.
Get ready.
So I was thinking, every time your birthday comes up, New Year's, you're like, what did I do over this last year? And everyone can always remember everything they didn't do. So they're like having this sadness, this, oh, I didn't do enough. I wasn't enough. I'm not enough. There's no trophies to them at the end of the year. But I'm like, what did you do that was good all year? And no one can ever remember. And I'm like, well, let's think about your milestones. Like, let's reflect on your last year. And they're like, oh, yeah, I forgot about this. I forgot about that. Because it's so easy to compound negativity.
Speak on it.
And what happens when we compound negativity? Everything around us suffers. We suffer, our friendship suffer, our family suffers, our work suffers.
So you're talking about internal wins versus societal wins. Which weigh the most? Which have the most value? Internal wins or societal wins?
Well, it depends on what year you were born.
Ooh.
And that's the problem. I don't know what's happening to these 80 babies over here. But we didn't come up in a time of participation trophies. You set the bench, your parents weren't calling the coach, put them in just because. We were the era of the Rudies.
Yeah.
Like, you earned your trophy, you earned your win, but you worked hard for it. And therefore, you also told yourself, I'm a winner. And this shift happened where whatever sport you play, now you automatically get a trophy just for showing up. It's an exterior thing. Just think about childhood, and we all can be guilty of this, of raising children. At one point, kids are like, oh, I'm the best, I'm the coolest, and we're fanboying, fan-momming. We're happy about it. And then there comes this time where it's like, when they're like, oh, my picture's good, or I'm good, or I'm great, then it's like, oh, whoa. You can't say that. You are now conceited. When did this shift? When did it stop being okay?
You're arrogant.
You're arrogant.
Yeah.
When did it stop? When does it? And I ask your audience, when does it stop being okay to say, nah, I'm good? In that other way, you know.
Right. Tonight's topic, we're going to wrap it into this journal. Winning is everything. How society keeps us sick and reliant on external validation with words like confidence versus conceited.
Right.
This is
We're
interesting.
taught to wait.
Oof.
Wait for it. I'm hired all the time because of this. But that's the side of the fence I work on. And I stay building self-confidence. Pour it in. Like, you don't need me to keep
But the
telling
real
you this.
confidence, right?
The real confidence is within yourself. You got to believe it.
All right, I got questions.
I got answers.
I know you do. Y'all got to call in and talk to my sister, Dr. Pakoya McCall Saidi. She's in the building tonight. Let me rattle off some questions. Is winning everything? In a society as toxic as America, does it render most of us imposters when it comes to intimate relationships? 1-800-920-1580. Is confidence in a relationship really a high-level con game? I got to do that one again. That's fire. Is confidence in a relationship really a high-level con game? What are you selling? Why are you here selling me on you? 1-800-920-1580. In what ways does our pseudo-confidence end up conning us? Gosh. Why do we seek to win in our intimate relationships? Is the toxicity that is evident within American society the chief reason for why maintaining healthy relationships seems so daunting? We are all wearing a mask of completion, a mask of I'm okay, a mask of I've moved on, I'm over it. But it's just a performance. 1-800-920-1580. Woo, Lord, how does our ego and pride keep us from forgiving those we love that have hurt us the most?
Got to turn on inside.
Lord
Collect
have
your W's.
Lord have mercy. Most people don't know what a win looks like internally.
Absolutely.
Why is it that we don't recognize that?
I don't think people are going to understand how this topic relates internal, external relationships.
Talk to me. Teach us tonight.
Just think about it. How I show up in life determines how I feel about myself. Yes or no?
Yes.
So if I'm at home collecting pseudo wins, I call them delusions, then that's my projection. If I'm delusional with false confidence, fake it till you make it, and I'm showing up to my home, to my relationship, and my sane partner is looking at me like, you're delusional, then now we're in conflict. It's a power struggle because I want you to believe in false, and you're like, nah. And then there's a power struggle in the relationship. You're trying to get me to see clearly, and I think I am seeing clearly, but I'm not pouring into myself correctly. How am I measuring if I'm a winner? The internet? We already have a problem if that's it.
Right.
Where's your grounding? Where's to say, okay, this is me. This is where I start and stop, and the world starts and stops. If we don't know that, we're collecting the wrong type of internal win. Wow. It shakes. The ground is always moving as trends and fads move. I'm only as good as the bag I have, the new shape I bought, whatever it is that we can't call ours and be proud of. How am I going to show up to someone else that's winning on the inside and they feel confident, and I'm expecting them to show me this same delusional thought I have about myself?
Lord have mercy.
Keep track
She's
of the
on
truth.
fire. She's on fire already. I want to hear from you tonight. You already know this is a non-judgmental space. Everybody's perspective and opinion is welcomed here. This is a dialogue and not a monologue. Get in here and talk to us. In a society that often prioritizes winning, it also fosters toxic dynamics.
Absolutely.
And perpetuates a culture of conceit. It is crucial to explore how these factors contribute to the deterioration of healthy relationships. This show tonight, we aim to delve into the intricate web of societal influences that keeps us sick and reliant on external validation, particularly through the deceptive dichotomy of confidence versus conceit. 1-800-920-1580. By examining the impact of the ego and pride and the pursuit of external validation, we can gain a deeper understanding of the challenges faced in maintaining authentic and fulfilling relationships. When I come forward, you already know the phone lines are open. Get in here. Are you an imposter in your relationship? Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh, my. When we come forward, clearly we got a lot to talk about.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Environmental justice, pollution, and climate. In Los Angeles and across America, people of color are suffering and dying from disproportionate health impacts on a planet that has less than 10 years to prevent irreversible damage. Heat illnesses, respiratory illnesses, water-related illnesses, food system impacts, insect-related diseases, black maternal health, and mental health effects. As the impacts of climate change mount, millions of vulnerable people, our people, are going to bear the brunt of these extreme environmental events, which will likely lead to forced displacement, loss of cultural identity, and other related risks. These realities are as real as rain. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580 for more details about the most progressive multimedia and live events campaign any black media outlet has ever undertaken to combat the climate catastrophe. Experts, events, empowerment. It's all on the way from unapologetically progressive KBLA Talk 1580. We don't black down. We level up.
Level up, 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 level up.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Stay Housed LA has the resources you need to know your rights and the legal support to back them up. The COVID-19 pandemic has cost people their jobs and livelihoods. This has left an estimated 1/3 of households not being able to make rent and facing losing their homes. This is a fear no one in our community should have to face. You have rights, though, and Stay Housed LA is here to help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between the County of Los Angeles, the City of Los Angeles, and local community and legal service providers. Together, they provide tenants with the information and support needed to exercise their rights so they can remain safely in their homes. Find out more about your rights by participating in a virtual tenant workshop. Get the legal assistance you need. Find additional resources in Los Angeles County and the City of Los Angeles. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA County for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. That's stayhousedla.org. Or call their hotline at 213-694-0040. We've got your black with a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yes, so crazy right now. Most incredibly, it's your girl, Reed. It's your boy, Young. You ready? History in the making, part 2. So crazy right now.
I look and stare so deep in your eyes. I touch on you more and more every time. When you leave, I'm begging you not to go. Call your name 2-3 times in a row. Such a funny thing for me to try to explain. How I'm feeling and my pride is the one to blame. Cause I know I don't understand just how your love can do it, no one else can. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your touch
feel like I need to ask about your ongoing recovery, because I know I've seen you hobbling into the studio today, just hauling yourself into your chair carefully like a granddad, and I'm wondering what's gone on with old Matt.
Well, I'll tell you, Steve, this is actually the best I've been walking all week. For a lot of people they know, I recently did it's called Hell on the Hill. It's a challenge at Jesse Itzler's house. How do you even describe this? There is a big hill outside Jesse Itzler's house. Jesse Itzler is a guy that came to the Wim Hof retreat in Poland with me. Steve, back when I did the Wim Hof retreat in Poland, which, my God, we could do a whole other episode on, but that was me and a group of guys, some amazing guys, it's a superhuman type guys, all went to Poland to do pursuits in the snow and the ice that were, designed to freeze our balls off and see what we had in us, basically. So that's what we did. But since then, I've had this amazing tribe of guys, Steve, that every time they get together, you sort of can't say no, because you know it's going to be interesting. You know you're going to get so much from it. And even if it's something you don't want to do, you still say yes, because you just know that the time together is going to be worth it. Well, this was one of those things. It's a race where you have to go up and down this giant hill 100 times. It takes 4 hours to complete. So it's like the length of a marathon. And by the way, it's not like it really takes an hour, but they give you 4 just for the people that, need to take their time. It takes 4 hours at a good pace. If you're not at a great, if you're not going a good pace that whole time, you're done. You're not going anywhere. You're never going to finish. And I'll tell you, Steve, I was doing it with our friend Lewis Howes. I was doing it with Jesse Itzler. I was doing it with Mitch. Like all these amazing guys that came to Poland with us. I wasn't ready. Yeah. I was not prepared for this.
These are guys, your group of sort of Superman friends, if I can call it that.
Right. You're Superman friends with the confidence to attack the task at hand. I think it's easier to climb Mount Everest than it is to climb Mount Self.
Ooh.
Listen.
One more time for the people in the back.
I think it's easier to climb Mount Everest than it is to climb Mount Self.
You have a point there, but why?
Listen, people are afraid of what's in them.
Yeah.
See, oftentimes doing things like that is an escape from doing the real work.
So you're telling me if I'm a thrill, I'm an action junkie. I'm running from this action inside.
Come on. That's where the real action is at.
That's where the real fight is at.
Do you see what I'm saying? And then my ego and my pride can claim the mountain as a win. But brother. I'm telling you, not the fountain of truth.
Come on, brother.
I'd rather deal with the mountain than the fountain.
Oh.
You tell me, Pacoya. You tell me.
You know what? So eloquently put. Yeah. That is one of the most difficult things is having someone look in the mirror. And if over time you look at the mirror at the end of the year, and this again, why I'm like, this self-guided journal helps you to keep track of your wins daily. You got a motivational quote about a win. And it's designed to make you stop and pause and think about this exterior self versus this inner self. Something no one else gave you. You don't need Mount Everest. You need to climb into you. And that is the hardest part of even having someone be able to take a look in the mirror. You know how many people can't even stand in the mirror and just be like, you look good. You look nice. I love you. I like you. You're cool. And I'm like, why not? And they're like, I really don't like what I see. What are you doing about that, though? Well, I want to climb Mount Everest.
Right. So let me ask you, would you consider a fractured relationship with a parent, an opportunity, right? To get a win. Say, let me write this letter.
Oh, of course.
A forgiveness letter to my father.
Oh, of course.
And release him of all the expectations that I thought he was supposed to give to me as a child. Is that a win?
It's a win because you're actually releasing yourself. See, we don't, or we should not, or the best way to apologize is not always for the person. It's actually for yourself. You also release the story, the drama, the experience, and you get to take responsibility for your role in the experience. Not this good or bad, but I apologize for how that landed. May not have been my intention, but I apologize gets me free from that too. I'm not above apologizing. I'm okay with apologizing. People are like, oh, I don't apologize. I don't. Well, what does that mean? What's the narrative behind if you apologize, it means what? I'm weak, I'm terrible, I'm horrible? What can I, being sick is profitable.
Come on.
It's profitable. Being mad at my parents for the rest of my life excuses me from showing up. I'm always broken. There's power in being sick.
There's a payoff in it.
It's huge. I get to be taken care of. I get, I don't have to, I can be afraid of success for the rest of my life and blame my mother because that one time she left me, on the side of the road, whatever, right?
I get to be a victim.
Forever.
I get to be on.
Come on. Take care of me.
I get to be on spiritual welfare.
Take care of me.
From here on out.
Take care of me. Because I've been damaged. I've been harmed. At what point? Come on, man. Let's write down some other things you've done today besides be a victim.
In the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, when we come forward, we gonna get on the phone and talk to G from Los Angeles. Where did Sean go? Sean, get back on the line. Get these phone lines cracking. Y'all know y'all need to talk to the doctor because she's in tonight.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. The district is officially welcoming its top cop. Pamela Smith has been confirmed as D.C.'s chief of police. The vote came nearly 4 months after she was nominated and will go down in history. Smith is the first black woman to ever lead the agency. Council members praised her neighborhood walks and said her leadership style gives the community hope. The 55-year-old takes over as violent crime soars 40% and the city deals with 800-plus carjackings. Democrats won in Virginia and protected reproductive freedom. That's what Black Vice President Kamala Harris posted last night on X. The election results put an end to a possible 15-week abortion ban in the state. Governor Glenn Youngkin had called his plan a reasonable solution for those who disagreed with the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade last year. Democrats want to keep the current restrictions in place, which allow abortions through the second trimester. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Halloween is over, but hiring is still scary. Indeed's end-to-end solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
We boldly go where no man has gone before.
Boldly taking talk radio where it has never gone before. New vistas, new voices, new views, new visions, new victories. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we're taking public media black.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment. LA's 99 neighborhood councils form the grassroots level of the Los Angeles city government. The system was created to connect LA's diverse communities to City Hall. While neighborhood council board members are volunteers, they are also public officials elected to office by the members of their community. Neighborhood councils advocate on issues like homelessness, housing, land use, emergency preparedness, public safety, parks, transportation, and sustainability. They also provide local expertise on the delivery of city services to their various communities. Neighborhood councils are open to participation by anyone who is a part of the fabric of daily life in said community. This includes those who live, work, or own property or a business. If you are interested in stepping up to join your local neighborhood council, visit www.empowerla.org. That's empowerla.org. It's time to think globally, but act locally. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Nissan has a car for every driver who wants more. More action. More fun. More guts. More head turns. More adventure. More electric. At Nissan, more is all we do.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
For all of us, this generation and the next, there is simply no place in our lives for litter. And yet, it's everywhere we look. And unfortunately, it does belong to all of us. So, let's come together and create a litter-free, clean California, once and for all. Remember to properly dispose of your trash and recycling. Secure truckloads with tarps to keep debris from flying out. Clean out your car when you're at a gas station. Take pride in your community by organizing a cleanup event. Or join a cleanup event near you. Zero litter is the goal. Join us at cleanca.com. That's cleanca.com. Let's do it together. Brought to you by Caltrans. cleanca.com.
Hey, I am D.L. Hughley, host of the D.L. Hughley Afternoon Show, heard weekdays from 2 to 4, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580. I promise to make you think a little, but laugh a whole lot more. So tune in to the D.L. Hughley Afternoon Show, 2 to 4, only on KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told. We rarely have confrontation, and if the I said really was bold, I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from old. When I'm calling out her drama, she too defensive to listen. I'll call so. Looking at I got problems. You got the type of advice that I need. I couldn't get through on the mention Siri. Dana was hogging up the time that I need. Between working or being so clingy, plus the time zone difference don't make it more easy. Oh, so I figured I'd call in early. Turn my life down, mercy, I got through. You tuned in, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So just lay back your mind. Something new. Everybody tuning in the zone. Cause he has the voice of reason, yeah.
Relationships fall apart only because of these ego. क्यों? सॉरी नहीं बोल सकते. क्यों नहीं सॉरी बोल सकते? SORRY मैजिक वर्ड है. When genuinely spoken from the heart, this word is a magic word. When it comes from the deepest cores of the heart with meaning, कभी किसी को सॉरी बोला इसका मतलब आप गलत हो गए नहीं. You prefer to save the person than being right. You prefer the relationship more than being right. You are willing to keep the ego aside and transform that ego into humility. To say ठीक है, आपका गधा आगे, मेरा घोड़ा पीछे. आपका गधा है, मेरा घोड़ा है. ठीक है? आपका गधा आगे, मेरा घोड़ा.
Man, that was beautiful. But let me ask you, we've got a caller on the line, and I really want you to guide them to an internal win, or at least lay the framework. Callers, if you call in tonight, this is a rare opportunity.
Let's get you some wins.
Let's get some internal wins. You guys hear me talk about this all the time. If you don't conquer the self, you won't conquer anything else. You might get some societal wins, but you'll find that they are not nourishing. They don't fulfill.
They don't last.
They don't last. It's
empty calories.
Yes. You understand? So, if you call in tonight, I want you to ask the doctor, the good doctor, Dr. Pacoya McCall Robinson, Side D. I want you to ask for help. Help me. I need help.
Well, first of all, McCall is my last name. We're just going to start slowly. Winning a trophy is important for your mentality. Is it? Winning a trophy is important for your mentality. Answer that question.
No. Well, I would say yes and no.
All right, let's talk about it.
I would say yes and no.
It's one of my quotes in here.
I would say yes and no. And my yes and no to that is this. If I've put in the sweat equity into something, if I've dedicated myself 100%,
that's right,
and I don't win the trophy,
right,
I'm disappointed, but I'm also to a certain degree satisfied.
Okay.
Right? Because I know I left it all out there.
Correct.
And I didn't reach what I needed to reach.
Right.
However, when I reach the trophy and I actually attain it, in my life, what I've discovered was what made the trophy valuable was the journey getting to the trophy.
Spoken like a healthy person. I take all that back I said about Geminis.
As you should. Yes, you should. But that's what, you understand? That's what I get from it.
But what you're also talking about is your lack of this ego that can make the trophy the most important thing and expectation to receive it without the work. So your key points is talking about I put in the work. I respect the journey. Right? The journey may not always turn out as like championship here. The journey may tell you you got more work to do.
Right.
But can you accept that? Does your ego allow you to accept I still have work to do?
But society tells us if we don't get the social trophies,
correct,
we're not worth diddly.
Right. So what do we keep chasing? What do we chase? Why are we sick?
I think we're chasing acknowledgement.
Bingo.
I think we're chasing external validation.
And from who? 6.9 thousand followers that I really don't know. I leave my whole life on the line. I put all of me, all of my work and my journeys, all of my self-love into the hands of someone who doesn't know me,
who's being entertained, right? Because their life means nothing. So this is a distraction for them.
Correct.
So you're looking for validation from a distraction.
From who? And from who? So again, when you're talking about these wins, they're internal wins. The journal is designed to talk about, yes, you can get exterior wins. We're talking about goal setting. I teach people how to set realistic goals, how to set goals that are manageable, attainable, right? Depending on where is your journey, where do you want to go? And then let's keep track of that.
All right, here we go. I'm going to the callers. G from Los Angeles. I hope you got a win. You need help reaching. Here we go.
I almost don't want to talk. You guys are on fire tonight.
Man, just get in here, brother. You know I appreciate
Hi,
the
G.
call. And you represent LA. Come on.
I've been an imposter in a relationship before, trying to climb the mountain instead of the fountain. But I've done that.
Okay.
So talk to the doc, man. I'm going to let you talk to her, brother. Come on, just engage with her. She going to help. Talk to me.
When I found myself doing that the last time, I did a little self-reflection, and I found myself becoming too critical of others as I was running into their imposter. Now that I noticed how easy it was to be an imposter, it seemed like I noticed imposter a whole lot more. And I was thinking that was not the healthiest response.
And it's like that. What comes to my mind is like game recognized game. And even what I help people work through in understanding is we're not just black and white. There's parts of me that I love and there's parts of me that I don't like. And the parts of me that I don't like tend to show up in others more often and are easily recognizable to where I can be like, it's you, terrible Gemini. Like, but without being able to look at me, because I'm still processing, I'm still a work in progress. I'm still a journey of recognizing the true parts of me that I love and I like and I am cultivating, right? Negativity holds so much power. It's so much easier to reject that. It's cool to be happy and easy and say I love you. But when it comes time to be like, ugh, you do that? Then we have to balance out that ego.
Keep going.
Now that I'm worked, I'm healed. Now it somehow catapults us into this position to be judgmental. And that, again, is a little more work. That's why we are ongoing works in progress. Like, I don't need to reach out and point out to someone like, you know you need to work on that, right? They know.
No, but you just said something very, very profound. Can you remember the healing you've done in a hurt moment, in a disappointed moment? Because it's like you said, it is so easy to say I'm healed because I'm feeling better.
Ooh, and I know it. And anybody, shout out to my Scorpios. The ability to just stay quiet and let somebody spiral and spin and shoot darts. Because everybody knows, you get an argument with a Scorpio, you're going to lose.
Well,
you gone. Your feelings is gonna get hurt. You want to call the cops now. You know, you want to tell people's moms on them. Like, the ability for me, and this is where I know, I've done the work, is I don't have to say anything back. I know it's like, oh, okay, that's you. Sorry. It's not my battle. And then, of course, I have conditioning and training and expectations of being a psychologist that we have it all together, and we don't. So this space that's also left of this higher expectation, you know, I've blown roofs off. Like, oh, no. I'm just a regular healing person. I'm going to let y'all still know. Right? But it is this ability when you do recognize, I don't have to get into that with you. I know those parts of me and why you're triggering me, why I can see this, why I recognize this, and why I want to respond. That's when you be like, ooh, why do I want to say something so bad? Wow. Why do I have to put you in your place?
Wow.
They're hurting.
So, G, I'm going to ask you a very heavy question, brother, and I want you to, you know,
Oh, G.
I want you to speak to my sister. She's here right now.
Oh, G.
G?
Let's go for it.
Where are you still hurting?
Rejection.
Mm-hmm.
I was rejected, and it made me feel worthless, and it took a while to get some self-respect back.
How does he get the win?
And I say thank you, first of all, for he's already
We love
winning.
this brother.
He's
Come
already,
on.
You're already winning, G, in being able to even express that and say that. I have been hurt. I have been rejected. And this is what it did to me. You've done the work, and that is already the win, period. Do you believe that much?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I believe I'm still on the journey, but I'm farther along, much further along than I was before, to the point where I can see that I'm clearly on a journey.
Absolutely. And those are things I have people jot down regularly. So I'm like, every day is a journey, 365 days. So today I'd be like, mark this down that I did the most bravest and went on the radio and told people I've been rejected and I've been hurt. There's so many people that are afraid to call in to even say that, right? And collecting that and saying, okay, so the next step is where have I seen rejection before? Where did I first see rejection? It's recognizing it. It's understanding its root. And then we do something with those roots. We need to cut them, change them, water them, kill them, whatever it is, so that it doesn't show up anymore.
She's cooking too much right now. Hold tight, G. When we come forward in the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, we gonna keep cooking this meal.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
This open enrollment season, LA Care Covered is offering health plans starting at $0 a month. Each plan provides benefits including $0 preventive services, 24/7 telehealth services, around-the-clock nurse advice lines, walk-in minute clinics, and more. Shop and compare premium silver plans with $0 deductibles to help meet your health goals. Ready to shop? Visit us online at lacarecovered.org for a commitment-free instant quote or speak with us directly at 855-222-4239. LA Care Covered, your affordable path to wellness.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger. Because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because only the Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed lets you each sleep up to 13 degrees cooler or warmer on either side, while you both sleep at your ideal level of firmness, comfort, and support, your Sleep Number setting. And now our all-new next-gen smart beds have temperature benefits, so you sleep better night after night. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
So gone over you. Yeah. New Monica. Woo. Silly on me. Devoted so much time to find you unfaithful, boy. I nearly lost my mind. Drive past your house every night in an unmarked car, wondering what she had on me to make you break my heart. Yeah, me feel I'm so gone. So you made me feel. Oh, when I love you, baby. Nights I couldn't sleep. You let the sun beat you home. I ask myself over again, what am I doing wrong to make you stay out all night and I think to call? What does she have over
Y'all know my playlist is my co-host. My playlist be acting a fool. We up in here tonight. We got a powerful topic. We got a powerful sister in here. Listen, let me just tell y'all, all this brothers hating on sisters, and when sisters like this exist, what you gonna do? What you still listen? They exist, brothers.
They gonna win this trophy because it's important for their mentality.
Do you understand me? Nah, man, it's a whole culture of men.
Absolutely.
That have been broken, that are hurt, that
Absolutely.
are dissatisfied, that may have some societal wins.
Right.
But internally, no wins. They bench players.
It's a black hole.
It's a black hole.
Right.
And when you are in the presence of a sister like this, who has this level of insight, and you choose not to listen.
Triple blinks, heavy blinking over
I
there.
see her. She's blinking really
Heavy
like hard blinks. Like
that's when you know, like G said, it's when you know it's not. I'm not the problem because I've been collecting self wins. At some point, I know it's not my battle. That could be your spirituality lined up in that too, but you have to know what game are you playing. So that quote is really powerful about. Is winning a trophy important for your mentality? Like, it depends on the game you're playing.
And many of us are playing a game we don't even know the rules to.
What game are you playing?
Ooh, Lord, here we go. G, I need you to get back in here, G, because she wants to work on you, sir.
Here I am.
G, what game are you playing? And what's important for you to win at the end of the day?
Self-respect. It seems as though I'm on a never-ending quest for self-respect.
And that's a big thing. Self-respect. How do we learn that? Who first taught you about self-respect and what it means to respect yourself? How is it supposed to look? Like, how do I know I have self-respect? What if I think going out and doing crazy things is I'm respecting myself? Like, how do I know? And that's where it's important to be like, what game are you playing? I am focusing on self-respect. So what does that look like for G in your world where no one else exists there? No one's going to tell you, oh yeah, G, you do respect yourself. What are the parameters you're lining up for yourself?
Wanting the best for myself, wanting good things for myself, wanting to be good in the lives of others.
Okay.
Not hating myself.
Okay.
Not hating others because I hate myself.
It's deep stuff.
That's self-respect.
That's right. And those are things no one can give you. So it's important about your narrative every day. Like, what are you measuring that against? And that's where, and it's important with goal setting. Like, this journal starts at the end, where you set goals and you track, what is it? Where am I at right now on day whatever today is, number 1? And where do I want to be? And what does that look like? Because I can't tell you what self-respect for you looks like. I don't know where you live. I don't know where you work. I don't know your family. Like, how do you measure self-respect tangibly to where at the end of the week, you'll be like, I did some respectful stuff towards myself. If that's even waking up in the morning and being like, I respect myself today. I'm going to do this to show me what's my goal. What's the cookies I get to give myself at the end of the day? Because I got up and I just talked nice to G today. Me and G had a conversation all the way to whatever, Sprouts.
And G, you know what's heavy about what she's saying? Many of us, man, we want to know our impact on others' lives. And this is how we can become addicted to validation, external validation. Let me tell you something, man. When you're trying to cultivate self-respect, you don't approach it like you're going to a grocery store. There's no respect grocery store where you can go buy products and say, hey, I respect myself now. Do you get what I'm saying? So there has to be this internal reckoning, acknowledgement, without judgment, without condemnation. And when you see that ugly piece of yourself, you can't recoil. You got to lean in. And you got to lean in with love.
That's right.
And that's a hard thing to do for many people. And so what we do is we say, all right, I'm going to go to work. And I'm going to stop by the Respect grocery store.
And grab a little love.
But it's not love. Hold tight, man. When we come forward, we going to keep cooking.
I just wanna take you out and show you off. You already know that you the perfect one. Girl, when I'm with you, feel like a champion. Ever since I got with you, I feel like I done won me a trophy. A trophy. I want me a trophy. A trophy.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. The district is officially welcoming its top cop, Pamela